Let's continue. We are learning Python programming for the specific interview cases. So just wanna cross check on those different data types of different types of Python components like this dictionaries and all the stuff. As of now, we are at sets. What we have learned in the last live is mostly related to the sets and lists and sets. So set operations, different kind of set operations, union, intersection, and all this stuff. Like apart from that, frozen set and all. So deduplication process from the sets aspect, like you can just convert it to tuples, and it will be able to eliminate the duplicates and all. So now let's continue on next topic. Next topic is, let's go with the tuples. So operations with the tuples is like the list elements will be in, it's an immutable, tuples are immutable, and so let's see. Let's see what are all the operations we can perform in the tuples area, like type countries, print the countries, printing of those. The definition here is about a particular tuple defined with a list of countries. And the corresponding index, negative index is like indexing. You can just square bracket, if you mention it'll come, it'll, you can access them. And negative index if you do, and from the reverse aspect, like from reverse way, you can able to access and convert the tuple to list. So just you assign it as list, and you convert that into list from tuples. Creating tuple out of list here is given like new tuple created from the tuple and list is my tuple, and countries comma countries L. Just a second. Yeah, let's continue our learning. Uh, so in this lesson, creation of the tuple and combining tuple with list and converting tuple to list or list from tuple. So that's what it is mentioned here. Apart from that, creating a tuple out of a list from okay. So empty tuple print tuple with one value lies. Okay, this is I'm little interested. So empty tuple creation and the corresponding value access. So let's do that. So so okay, that's with comma it has added. So tuple with one value. So how it is immutable is the question for me now. Mm, okay, if I wanna add one more item, one more. So where it is assigned, it is not assigned at all. But how come it is added to the corresponding element? It's a little confusing for me. Uh, Type name. So name is added here. It seems. So if I add anything like that, okay, the input maybe. Okay, let's learn this. Of course, iteration through tuple is for with for loop and any other important things to learn here. Sorted, of course, the same code we can use. Length of the tuple we can get. So length of the list also we can get. I'm not sure. I need to check that. So verification of the tuple element exists or not. I mean true or false and all those other stuff we can do. Similar to the list operations only, most of the operations are here. So I don't think we need to much worried about the tuple aspect. So I'm continuing with the next topic. Next topic is dictionary. Next topic is dictionary. I'm, I'm directly opening with PyCharm only in this case. So let's see whether I can able to open or not. Somehow it is not allowing, but let's open with Notepad++ and try to read through this. And dictionary is little big, so I think it may take time. So let's continue with learning of that. And okay, so dictionaries are key value pairs. That's what I know from the past learning, whatever I have. So the key value pairs. So the key value pairs. For example, here city population. Let's do step by step as with an example. Oh, it is open anyway, but in which way I don't want it. So let's do it here only because I want to learn if there is any gap, if there is anything missing here. For example, what the things need to be included here. So those things can be identified if you write specific code separately only. So I'll try to execute this. So as of now, it can be executed, printed all the elements in the directory. That is city population is the yeah. Next, population of Toronto. Population of Toronto. If you give the city population of Toronto, city population of Toronto, city population, and the corresponding key value you given and the corresponding um, value it came out. And next, updating the value for the population Toronto to 34. So that 34 it just means you can override the value from the list. So you can add the new element or not. I'll check that. So one thing is defining the duplicate keys. Okay, so New York City and another one New York City here. So okay, if I execute this, let me see what happens. So it took only one unique value. Okay. So what is that unique value here? Multiple are there, and why it took 8005 only is the question for me. Wait a minute. Let me go through the list. So it's a unique items. I think it's unique keys and unique values. Maybe may not be unique values, but keys are unique. It seems. So okay. So if you dictionaries are Python implemented an abstract data type known in computer science as a assertive array. Okay, assertive array and unordered key value pairs like lists. They can be easily changed, can be shrunk and grown. Okay, can be grown. Okay, difference between lists and dictionaries. A list is an ordered sequence of objects, whereas dictionaries are unordered. Any order can be there. Okay, but the main difference is that items in the dictionaries are accessed via key and not via their position. Okay, so the indexing aspect is not there with this, so you can just access only with that. Okay, so if that is the case, then go to the next set. Hmm, City population, so and so. Key city population print key. Using the get method key exists, city population get boosted. So another method to access the values via key constraint consists in using get. Okay, get method can be used. Okay, let's see get method get Boston. Let's see get Boston. So manipulation of operations is simply given here, like for using for loop. For example, let me see what it will give if I print this. Uh, hmm. The corresponding keys only it is printed. Okay. So in different way it needs to print key 1. Okay, let's run this. If you just want to access the element data, like instead of key, the corresponding value you want to access, I think you need to print like this. So yeah, so if you want to access just the key, then you just mention as it is. And if you want to do any specific thing, like the name, the dictionary name, square brackets, in that whatever the corresponding element you wanna access, that element can be accessed here. So here key, accessing the key and accessing the value. I think Boston one item is not here, so I think it may not need those. So let's print now. Boston one is not an element, so does not exist method. Key does not exist. Okay, just giving key does not exist since that element is not there. Okay. So next is add another entry to an existing dictionary. Okay, specifically if I want to do like this, it will help you to add. So one more element added, it seems. So next, dictionary creating using dict. Okay, dict is the function. Okay, dict function can be used to create the dictionary, rank in country items. City population copy. Here dictionary can be copied with method copy. Um, okay, copy is the method to use, and try and copy. You can just copy the methods and nested dictionaries. This is an important thing. Nested dictionaries is like Yeah, let's continue learning. Sorry for the break. So nested dictionaries. So I'm yet to understand that the how the nested dictionaries can be performed. Right, print. This is a printing of the key of this dictionary, and this is printing the corresponding value of the dictionary. And if that is the case, the entire list details I have given here in that, and ENDE red. Red is the key, the corresponding. Okay, let me see this. Let me see this example. So what it is returning is corresponding value, the entire list it is printing, and for the red rot is the corresponding value, and of course uh, French DFRN is this particular dictionary. In that dictionary, ENED of red is row. So here adding, I think it seems nested direct dictionaries here. How come it is? This is the entire dictionary in that ENRT of red, the corresponding value I'm giving. But I okay. So in the DERF is the list, and it is just visible as creating a dictionary of dictionaries. So this is one key value, and that corresponding ENED is another list, another dictionary here, and the corresponding dictionary is here. For example, if I print everything, dictionary of dictionaries, what it will print, I just want to see here. To it start with the key and the corresponding list as a value, and of course this is one of the key, and this is okay. So entire dictionary as a key thing we need to mention. Okay, for that accessing multiple values here is the question now. So if I wanna access specific values from that particular list, so fetch value from the directories is, I think you need to mention exclusively for from particular list, particular dictionary item, and from that to specific item we need to mention. So then only it can able to access the corresponding value. But here the value it will accept, it will give, or the corresponding key it will give. I just want to have a question here. I want to access, if I want to access the key, what it needs to be done is the question. Let's see. Hmm. I'll define something else here. Base. Okay, base. Okay, if I do that, I think the output should be changed as base. So that base you're getting is passing that value and it's getting the corresponding key value. Okay, then now I understood here. And apart from that, what exactly we need to do here is Dictionary. Okay, len pop pop item in not in. Okay, these are some useful keywords to access those elements. Okay, it will be imported from Morse and okay, instead of writing the entire code, I'll just copy this part. So let's see what it will return. Since Morse is not imported, so I don't think it will be able to access anything. So I'll try to access this class, and after that, is there any um, additional info? Then let me try. Most I have activated, but still I'm not able to get the answers. Anything? Let's see what is the problem. Hmm. No module from Morse code. Maybe it is not there. I'm not sure why it is not coming here. I'm not sure. Let's see. But is there any further operations are there? I think it's better to learn. As of now, I have defined. Hmm. Somehow this is, I'm not able to access, so I'll continue with the rest of the topics. Pop. Pop is an push pop. I think we remembered it from the past learning. So where is the gap? Helps create a dictionary by mapping two different lists. Dishes. Creation from list to dictionary. If you define as dict, and it'll if you take those values, I think it will be key value page. But how to assign the values is the question here. Hmm. So pop red removes an element, and I think this pop element pop picking up elements, I think little difficult, little tricky here. So which doesn't take any parameters and removes. Mhm. Let's see if this works. The definition of colors is let's do step by step. Okay, first let's get the colors. Okay, where is colors here? Let me hop on that one. Pop method we are looking in. So in the pop method, uh, let's see colors. Where is colors? Colors are not defined here, but let's see why it is take element from the stack. Okay, if I do this, if I run this, what the output will be? ENDE is not available. Okay, ENDE is the list created here. Okay, in that one of the color is that, and okay, I'll take that list and I'll try to do, but how it is having an idea how to go to that particular. Okay, ENED pop it is given, so that is the ENED list I have given. Okay, now if that is list is available, pop is directly executing. Remove the element rot, the corresponding rot, because you pass the red and it is rot. And now let's try to, if it is remove an element from colors. Okay, so if I define, if I print colors, then what it is gonna, what's the output for this? So element does not exist. Okay, if I want to do e and e, it is printing the entire, from that it is removed. Okay, now I got it. So the definition, if for example, if I instead of popping that particular red, if I print here the ened, and if you see both the differences, like the instantiation of that particular thing, the red pop is there and red rot is there, and you are just popping the rot pop, you're just doing a pop to remove that particular element, and after that the new list, whatever the list it has, it is created with the new element, it is created with one less item which is removed. Okay, that is good. And next, what, creating a dictionary of dictionaries, I think we already I think the include library, whatever it is, it was seen here, looks like seems to be in the old library. Maybe it's PyCharm, um, can be access those values easily, so it need not to have any include any library from that. So let's remove. Let's not think about it. Let's try to work on the corresponding operations from the list and from the dictionaries. Next, update. Merges the keys and values of one dictionary into another, overwriting values of the same key. For example, this is one list. Okay, it seems to be like, hmm, this is the dictionary, and in that the dictionary of the languages here, multiple languages are there, single language is there, so it's like a dictionary of dictionaries, seems to be. And after merging knowledge 1, update knowledge 2. Okay, after merging what will happen, let's see. Okay, so in this case, okay, after merging knowledge 1, frank, it's not in the same order, it's a different order also. needs the Perl Python Unix, Perl Python Unix for Frank. Unix Python Perl, of course, it is ordered. Next is Monica CCBP. Mm. So exclusively combining those things, and it just specified like a list of, sorry, dictionary of dictionaries. So let's continue further. Two different lists. Create a dictionary. Okay. Zip. Okay. Zip is the command helps you to create a dictionary from lists. Okay. I think what is the value for this? Okay. Even though it has some. Hmm. Okay. I think this is a little important learning we need to get. Here two lists, two are there, and zip is okay. Zip type. Okay, what is the zip? What is the purpose of the zip, and how it look like? Let's print that, and let's print that and see. Instead of printing the zip object, just an object. Okay, then what it contains? What it contains? I think read elements from that. The actual dictionary list. Okay, let's copy all and execute all. It looks like it is treated as a key value pairs only, but it looks somewhat different dictionary. But dictionary is an empty. Converting back to the dictionary, and here I want to print that. I mean, how to access that now? How to print that? That's the big question I have. So it printed everything, but the zip thing is not printed, right? So instead of type, it's an empty dictionary. It shows. Converted into dictionary, but it is not having any elements. I don't know why. Well, I think later point in time we may get used to it. But as of now, there is a little confusion in the learning. But yeah, we'll try to figure out later. Mm, you can prevent this by using. This is to print the corresponding values. So yeah, I think this is what dictionary is all about. And if there is any further thing needed, I think we'll cover in next session. But as of now, I'm gonna close this session. Let's continue our learning. Thank you.